Hello and welcome everybody to a Magic the Gathering Foundations draft. I'm Paul Cheon and today we are sitting at Mythic rank number 203. We had a nice 6-3 finish with a double, that's right, a double Chandra deck. It was mostly mono green. Red wasn't open, but it didn't matter. We had two Chandras. We made it work because Chandra is that darn powerful. There is a number of extremely powerful 7-mana rares in the set. And as long as you draft a strategy to make sure you can maximize on those, I think that is a fun payoff. And hopefully we can maybe find more sweet 7-mana plays. Anyways, before this draft starts, I just wanted to say that this video is brought to you by tcgplayer.com. Check out tcgplayer.com for all your Magic the Gathering singles and sealed product needs. If you want to pick up that Foundations booster box or a couple of singles to round out your F&M deck, make sure you check them out. Click that affiliate link in the description below before making any purchases. Additionally, check out heavyplay.com for premium Magic the Gathering supplies and accessories. We're talking about deck boxes, playmats, sleeves, dice boxes, life pads, and more. Go to heavyplay.com/paulcheon to get 10% off your first order. All right, sweet rare, or, I'm also feeling like something aggressive. If I get something aggressive, I haven't drafted the blue-white deck. Maybe I can do that. Let's take a look. Well, Overrun is aggressive. We did the Overrun thing. That was nice. We were able to go wide. There's also Dauntless Veteran. 1 white. When this attacks, creatures you control get +1/+1 until end of turn. There's also Eaten Alive, which is just a really solid removal spell. So I'm looking at Eaten Alive, Overrun, and Dauntless Veteran as the options here. As much as I like this card, double white makes this really hard to cast. I kind of like Eaten Alive. It goes well in just a lot of different decks. It's nice that you can Micromancer for this as well, but it's really nice in a sacrifice strategy, which we haven't really drafted yet. And I think this is just the most versatile, effective removal spell. And removal is pretty important in this format, so let's take the Eaten Alive there and see what else is available. Ooh, I do like me a Fiendish Panda. This pack is really solid, actually. There's also a Slagstorm. So that is something else I can choose to do. Maybe like a black-red sacrifice deck with a sweeper. I think it's between Slagstorm and the Fiendish Panda. Eaten Alive maybe works a little bit better. And I haven't done the black-white life gain thing, which seems like it could be pretty good. So which one do I take? I kind of want to take the Panda. I've already got the Eaten Alive going here. Cut off the black as much as I can. And we'll just patch the Slagstorm and some of these other cheap black creatures. I haven't drafted black-white, and this seems like a nice 1-2 punch. So what is black-white trying to do? I think it's doing a little bit of the life gain thing, but there's also a sacrifice sub-theme that can come along with that as well, because there are enough things in white that allows you to kind of go wide, and you can sacrifice some of those creatures for value. Oh, yes. All right. I mean, black-white life gain it is, right? We took the Fiendish Panda. We now have an Ajani's Pridemate. Now cards like the Healer's Hawk goes up a lot in value, along with the 3-mana 2/3 Flying Angel that gains a life whenever other creatures enter the battlefield. There's also Dwinin, which is pretty nice. There's actually there's a reasonable number of elves, but I just feel like this is a pretty Ajani's Pridemate given the start that we have here. Spectral Sailor is also okay, but we've done the blue-black thing. Why don't we take the Ajani's Pridemate here? This is an excellent, excellent start here for a nice little black-white shell. All right, moving on to pick number 4, we have a couple of options. I'm not a big fan of Marauding Blight Priest. I think the payoff is just not quite good enough here. I'd rather look for more ways to gain life than whatever this effect is. There's a Vanguard Seraph, which is actually pretty decent if you really kind of focus on the life gain part of this deck. There's an Evolving Wild for mana fixing. There's a Seeker's Folly, which is okay. And, Mischievous Pup is all right, but I have not been super impressed with this card. 3 mana, just anytime you pay a lot of mana for a 1 toughness creature in this format, it seems pretty bad. There's just a lot of random 1/1 tokens lying around, so this is just really, really bad at combat. I'm just going to take Evolving Wilds here. I like good mana fixing, and a lot of these cards seem like filler level cards. So why don't we just take the Evolving Wilds here just to make sure that we have good mana fixing. I'm not a big fan of the Sanguine Siphoner. Just a 2-mana 1/3 that attacks to drain is okay with effects like this, but I'd rather gain life in other ways. I'd much rather take something like a Helpful Hunter, because not only does this just replace itself, it's a cat, and then it also feeds into the sacrifice sub-theme that black-white is trying to do as well. I think I want to take that over Meteor Golem just because, well, it costs 7 mana. I don't mind the Meteor Golem, but I think the Helpful Hunter is going to be better here. Okay, what do we have here? Affectionate Indrik, Squad Rallier, which is okay, but never have to take this card early. Hungry Ghoul is pretty interesting if you need a way to sacrifice things. It's fine, but I'm not going to take it this early. I think I'm just going to take Resolute Reinforcements. This card just seems excellent. 2 mana to make 2 1/1s. Being able to just make extra tokens is nice, especially if we end up being a little more aggressive. Gives you some extra fodder for eating alive. So I think I'm going to take that here. And moving on. Okay, yeah, black-white certainly feels like the color combination to be. There's a Bake into a Pie pick 7, one of the better removal spells. Black actually has excellent removal. You have Eaten Alive, Bake into a Pie, and the black -2/-2 spell all at common. That's pretty insane. And here we have, well, do we have enough, let's see, humans, cats? There's a Banner of Kinship, and I'm wondering if it's the card that I want to take. There's nothing else in this pack. This is just a very weak pack, and you will get this in core set packs a good amount of the time. I guess I'll take this because it has the most upside. I just don't feel like I want to take a Soul Shackled Zombie. This does gain me life. But I need to hit a creature, whatever. I'll just take the life gain card. Banner of Kinship is just not a playable card in my opinion. All right, no black or white cards on the wheel, which is not the best sign. I guess I'll take a Cackling Prowler as the only remotely playable card here that I'm interested in. But hopefully it doesn't come to that. Now I'll take a Make Your Move. Given that I'm black, I'm going to have a lot of good removal, but, you know, in a pinch, certainly something that I could choose to play. Take the Katana if I need an equipment, but again, a card that I don't really want. And it looks like other people also don't really like the Mischievous Pup. We do have the Resolute Reinforcements for a little bit of value along with the Helpful Hunter. I mean, I'll play it. I still think it's better than the Blight Priest, but not by a significant margin. Honestly, this feels like it should have been a common. Hungry Ghoul last pick is nice, though. I don't mind this card, particularly in black-white, where you have some ways to go wide, you have some fodder lying around. I think it can definitely have some value here. All right, pack 2, pick 1. There's Galta, Haumph. 12/12 Trampler. This thing absolutely gets in and smacks people around, but of course, that's not the direction that we want to be. Angel of Finality is just a 4-mana 3/4 flyer. That's just a decent stats, honestly. Heir Apparent I don't care about, but there's also Healer's Hawk, and I think Healer's Hawk is everything that this deck wants. I have an Ajani's Pridemate and a Fiendish Panda already, and I feel like I'm just going to want basically as many Healer's Hawks as I can get, because this is the card that turns on my absolute best draw. So I'm going to take the Hawk here over Angel of Finality. Look, I'm doing the black-white life gain thing. I have to take the Hawk. All right, well, I'm doing the black-white life gain thing. I have to take Cat Collector. Arbiter of Woe is also very good, but I'd rather just take the 3-drop, right? That still triggers off the Healer's Hawk. I feel like this is just... If I'm building the life gain deck, this is what I want. Felidar Savior is also nice because it has lifelink. This also gains you life. Wow, there's also Dragon Trainer and Wardens of the Cycle, so a lot of good uncommons here, but I'm taking Cat Collector. I do like the Arbiter of Woe a fair amount, but I just feel like... Also, just with the way that my curve's looking right now, this just looks perfect. And now we're going to slam a second Healer's Hawk. There is a Reassembling Skeleton, which is really good in a dedicated sacrifice deck, but I think we're more leaning into the life gain aspect of this with Ajani's Pridemate, Cat Collector, and Fiendish Panda. Healer's Hawk is the way to go. Now, I wonder if there's a nice way to kind of pump this up in some way for free. That would be nice. Here we have the choice between Infernal Vessel and Banishing Light. Banishing Light is a premium removal spell. Infernal Vessel is nice for sacrifice shenanigans. I think I'm just going to take Banishing Light, though. We're a little bit light on interaction, so happy enough to pick up Banishing Light here as another way to kill things. Hey, pack 2 is going super, super well here so far. Picking up that Cat Collector to go with the double Healer's Hawk, allowing us to have some really, really nice starts. Now, with the double Healer's Hawk, if I can pick up, the 4-mana 3/3 Angel that surveils 1, obviously I'm not going to prioritize it, but it seems like it would be fine. Also, the life gain lands are pretty good with all the life gain bonus cards. I'm not going to take the Guarded Heir, just costs 6 mana. It's decent stats, but I'd rather just take Helpful Hunter. This card is just always going to be solid. Black Definitely could always just use some extra fodder here. It's a cat if I randomly end up getting a cat synergy card later on. It's also quite nice. But I have a Hungry Ghoul, I have an Eaten Alive, and there's a good shot I pick up more down the road. I'm not a big fan of Billowing Shriekmass unless I'm blue-black, because that's when you can get Threshold. So most of the time, this is going to be a 4-mana 2/3 flyer. Soul Caller is fine, but I do like Luminous Rebuke. That's a late Balmor. I love this card. This card is amazing in the blue-red spells deck, but I'm happy enough taking Luminous Rebuke here. Can never have too much removal. And right now, we only have 4, so happy enough with this current suite of cards that we have. Mischievous Pup, given that we're low on 3s, could certainly make its way into the deck here. We have a few things that's worthy of bouncing, but like I said, I'm not prioritizing this as highly as maybe at the beginning of the format. Really weak pack overall. Bouncer is good if I was blue, but I'm just going to take the zombie here. Just looking for black-white cards. Yes, slamming the Scoured Barrens. Great, great land. The gain lands are obviously very, very good with cards like the Primate and the Panda. Hopefully, we can get a few more ways to benefit off of gaining life. Right now, we have 3 payoffs, which isn't bad. But I could use 4. I could use 5. Gonna take an Angel Finality here. I don't think I want to play off-color gain lands. I'd rather just have a nice, solid 4-mana 3/4 flyer. Our curve isn't particularly high right now. And this is kind of the configuration that we have. Actually, I don't know how good Make Your Move is in this format, but certainly, you know, I don't really like Pilfer very much. The Pup can certainly be playable, and maybe one copy of the zombie in a pinch. Look at this. No respect for the Pup. You know why? It doesn't deserve respect. You know what? I'll probably play a copy of Fleeting Flight, though. Being able to protect the Pridemate, along with some of these other cards, could be useful. Windscarred Crag. I guess I'll have it here. We just can't get enough Chandra Flameshaper in our life. It is now simply far too late to be able to make any kind of pivot here into Chandra. We do have a Windscarred Crag and an Evolving Wilds if I wanted to splash the Fiery Annihilation. I just don't see a reason to do so. I see a Stab here, so I think I'm just going to go ahead and take that. Really solid, efficient removal spell. Can't ever go wrong with Stab. And that gives us removal effect at number 5. Oh, this is an interesting pack. Wow, some great blue-white cards. Man, I want to draft a blue-white deck so bad. There's a Kaikar and an Empyrean Eagle. That is nuts. There's a Scoured Barrens, but for us, it's between Vampire Gourmand and Bake into a Pie. I really like the Vampire. Think I want to take it. We're looking pretty good on interaction. We have a few things that we can throw away. We have the Helpful Hunters, the cat tokens from the Cat Collector. So I do think I want to take that, and I have 5 removal spells. All right. I'm in for the Vampire. I am in for the Vampire. Getting a lot of these black-white sacrifice cards. There's a Claws Out, which is an okay card, but I feel like I just want to take Healer's Hawk number 3. Alternatively, I can take Vanguard Seraph, but just feel like I just want to just play all the Healer's Hawks. I mean, we'll push this to the limit. How many Healer's Hawks is too many? We'll find out. Because right now we're on 3. Going on maybe 4. We'll see. And now we have Stromkirk Blood Thief. This card is really solid, especially with triple Healer's Hawk. I feel like this card is a 3-mana 2/2 at the beginning of your end step. If an opponent... Oh, sorry. It's when they lose life. You put a +1/+1 counter on a vampire you control. There's also Prideful Parent. Honestly, this card is also good with the Healer's Hawk. Let's take the Blood Thief here. Looks pretty interesting to play in this deck. Now what do we have? A bit of a blink. Late Abrade. Really late Abrade. Wow. And the Horn Beetle, which is unfortunate for us because we're not really interested in playing any of those. I don't really want to play Armasaur Guide in this type of deck. I guess I'll take another Fleeting Flight. But this, again, this is just adding to the long list of maybes. Ravenous Amulet. Sack a creature, draw a card, and put a soul counter on this. Activate only as a sorcery. Each opponent loses life equal to the number... Do I play this card? I'm going to take the pick. I don't think this card is particularly good, but with triple Healer's Hawk, maybe there's a world where it can be okay. I could just use another random 3 mana play, so I guess I'll just take the Paladin here. This is not the Angel that I want, but I guess I'll take it. It's just another flyer. It looks like we're black-white skies, and I will play the Soul Caller here. And the Scoured Baron's Table. That is awesome for us. Don't want to play... Oh, and we got the Vanguard Seraph, which I do think I want over the Claws Out, just because this does help us. We have enough life gain effects where I think we're going to be able to get some decent value out of this card. I think I like it over Claws Out. And this pack just has all blanks. Wary Thespian. Okay. So how good is this deck? I'm not entirely sure. Seems solid. I don't know that I want to play Evolving Wilds now that I have the double Scoured Barons. Like 3 tap lands is a lot. I think I would much rather play that extra planes to make sure I can play Healer's Hawk here on turn 1. Then now we have the option for one more card here out of the sideboard. But let's, I guess, lay out our deck first just to see what we need. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 removal spells, tons of creatures, 17 creatures. So certainly some kind of interactive effect could be desirable here. Great curve. Lots of flyers. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 flyers. So that's kind of our main route to victory with plenty of ways to chump the ground. So that's really nice. With all of these flyers, I don't know that I want the pup, but let's put 1 pup as an option here. I don't think I want a Soul Shackled Zombie. There's Fleeting Flight as a combat trick. The thing is, I don't really have anything I really care to save that much. So I just feel like it's not really that big of a deal to play something like a Fleeting Flight. There's also Make Your Move, and I am a little bit light on removal. So that's another thing that I could consider. And then there's also, of course, the Goldfane pick with all the flyers that I have. But do I really care? I mean, it's nice to be able to boost your Healer's Hawk, right? To have it deal the extra damage. But is it worth a card in 3 mana? Right, because I don't really have that much to do in the late game with the treasure that I create. So maybe it's not particularly strong. You know, I actually think I'm just going to play Make Your Move. I'm kind of light on removal, or just spells in general. So I feel like this, if my opponent just plays like a big creature, this is one of the better ways for me to actually answer it. So why don't we just go with that and just know that the Healer's Hawk is still very good with the Pridemate, the Thief, Cat Collector, etc. I can play like the Blight Priest because I have a bunch of ways to gain life. All right, you know what? I normally don't like playing equipment, but I'm going to try this Skullvein pick. It seems like it's pretty nice with the Healer's Hawk. All right, now before round 1 starts, I just wanted to say that if you've been enjoying all of this content and wanted to support the channel in another way, my Patreon is the best way to do so. That is patreon.com/paulcheon, and I do want to give a special shout out to all the patrons. Thank you so much for all your support, as it really does go a long way to helping support the content that I make. Access to the Patreon will give you access to my Discord channel, which I do believe is a really great way to improve your limited game. I am super active on there, going over draft logs, going over what's the picks, posting my trophy decks, all kinds of stuff. So if you want to be a part of that community, make sure you check it out. I actually realized that I probably have a 16 land deck, so I added a Blight Priest to my deck because I have 2 black-white lands. So that's what we're going with. And we are playing against a very good Magic player, Brad Nelson. I didn't realize he still played Magic. I don't have any 1-drops or 2-drops in my hand, but I believe. I mean, am I supposed to throw this away? Maybe. Okay. Helpful Hunt. I don't think the Drake Catcher is that great, by the way. I think it's a lot worse than it looks. I mean, still fine, obviously, turn 2 on the play. It just takes a while to get the Drake going here. I guess I'll play a Blight Priest here. See what they do. The problem is it has to connect multiple times for you to actually get the Drake, which I do not like. But here it looks like it's going to be potentially pretty good. Nice start for Brad. No life gain effects here so far. Wow, okay. Big Fin Bouncer on the Blight Priest. They can't attack with the Cutthroat, and the Hatcher can still hit me, which I am totally fine with. Okay, well, that is a creature that we can play. The Healer's Hawk and the... This just puts the most permanence in play. So we'll go with something like this. A little bit concerned with this Drake Catcher. I might just chump block with the Helpful Hunter here. Just to prevent them from getting the Drake, because obviously we're one turn away from the big turn. And if they attack with the Bouncer, I'm just going to take it. Don't really care about taking 3. Looks like they don't have any spells, because they're not attacking me with the Hatcher. If they attack me with the Hatcher, I'm not sure what I would have done. But we got a lot of synergy stuff going here. Oh no. Mischievous Mystic is so good. So what do? I think I play the Pridemate here. And then attack with the Healer's Hawk, if I can. Because that means I get 2 triggers, because I complete the Blood Thief as well. And that'll give me a trigger end of turn as well. Which then I will probably put on the Healer's Hawk. Actually, I get 3 triggers, because I have the Blight Priest in play as well, but... The thing is, if they had a removal spell, I feel like they would have cast it, so this is probably a counter spell. Right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Oh, it puts only counters on Vampire. Yeah, I just keep... You know, reading is not my thing. I'm just going to say. Reading, definitely not my thing. Okay. The Drake Catcher's going off. They're drawing a card. I mean, Mischievous Mystic is unbelievable. Like, truly unbelievable. But they have the opportunity to make a pretty nice-sized attack here. Let's see what they do. This Make Your Move is looking embarrassingly bad in my hand, I will say. Probably at its worst in this matchup. Maybe I just don't play this. I don't know. It's just, I'm lacking interaction, and it addresses a weakness in my deck, which is just big creatures in general. So I think it's fine. How do I want to block this? I guess we just block this. Take the rest. Okay, Micromancer here. If you heard that, I apologize. The kids are home. You know, honestly, Goldvein pick was not the worst draw, although they did find a Burst Lightning here. So how does this work? I guess it's weird. I don't get the scry, basically, is how this works. So I attack. Yep. And then that gets me the treasure. I drain them. And then I get to play the Seraph. Huh? Brad drafted a good deck. Unsurprisingly. A player with a Hall of Fame caliber resume drafted a good deck. Meanwhile, we're playing with Goldvein picks and Marauding Blight Priests. And Make Your Moves that have no targets. Good job, Paul. Great job. Really, really good job. I wonder if I should be playing the red-white gain land as well. That's kind of close, right? Because I have all the Healer's Hawks that I want to play on turn 1. By the way, just proof that this card is bad or is not that great. Like this, Brad played this turn 2. Right? Played this turn 2 and is just not doing a darn thing. I should probably block. I'm at 13 life. 3, 4, 5, 6. Otherwise, I take 9. I just don't have great blocks. That's the problem. Yeah, I guess I'll just block here. Doesn't feel great, but... Just trying to keep my life total somewhat high. Ugh. Then we can move this over here. I'll save the Scour Barons. I just feel like I have more than enough mana sources here. Yeah, I'm not sure about that one. Let's block the Hatcher. Take 6. Man, this Make Your Move is looking obscenely bad. I mean, do we just give them a Drake and trade with the bouncer? Or do we just take 4? I think we just take 4. Alright, we're at 1 life. Boom. We have all the treasures in the world. I guess he could have a counterspell. No graveyard for you. And then let's move this here, because it can still trade with the bouncer. And let's play this now, because we're at 3. We can still cast Make Your Move. I guess, I wonder if they're just like mega flooded, or they just have something awesome here. They have something awesome here. Fair enough. We're not dead yet, depending on what they have. So there's that. I just want 1 target for Make Your Move. Come on. Just 1 target is all I ask. Inspiring Paladin. Okay, I don't have any creatures with +1/+1 counters. The question is whether or not I want to attack with Angel of Finality. I gotta think about this. So I go up to 6 if I do this. And then I have 2 blockers. Okay. All right. I did that attack because now I can make an attack for potentially lethal next turn. Super close though. Obviously, if they top deck something, it's rough for me, but I'm hoping they don't. Like this was a pretty dicey attack. I'm not sure about that. Just put a counter on your Big Fin Bouncer randomly. Come on. Or play an artifact. Okay. Attacking with the Flyer is an interesting choice. They must have a raid card. Okay, well, we know who's blocking that one. This must be a raid card. All right. It could be the 4/4. Oh, nothing. Interesting. Well, I feel like I basically only have this one line, so we're going to go for it. Obviously, they probably have something because they attack with the Flyer. But if it's like an Aetherize, that's fine. Right? It could be the make 2 1/1s tap a thing. That's not bad. Yep, it sure was. That's interesting. I don't want to attack anymore. Let's do that. And let's move this over to... Sure, the cat. Ho 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 ho! Woo, what a game. Okay, Brad got super unlucky, okay? Brad got super unlucky. He got super duper flooded. I did not think I was going to win that game. They just had, blue-red just has more card draw. Healer's Hawk, baby, plus the pick. Gained us a bunch of life. Okay, opponent on the play. Ooh, look at this hand. Wow. Man, if only I was on the play, this would be the absolute dream hand. But it's still solid. Turn 1 Hawk into Pridemate, which is everything that you want. Oh my gosh. Can you imagine if I was on the play? Can you imagine if I was on the play? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh. What could have been. The thing is, I have 5 lands here. I am playing 16 lands in this deck. They can choose to kill my Healer's Hawk with the Immolator. But not too much I can do about it. So, might as well run out this Pridemate. Basically, at this point, all I have is my pride. Let's just put it that way. That is all I have at this point. Looks like they have something to kill my Pridemate with. Okay, nice. Alright, I'm just going to rebuke the Immolator before they can use it, and then just play another Healer's Hawk, because that's all we got. What does this card do? When this attacks, target creature you control gets +1/+0 and menace. Okay. Let's empty out your graveyard. Hey, at least these things are annoying. It's really hard to race Healer's Hawks. Yeah, we'll take 4. They're gonna need to follow this up with something pretty nice. The Raid deal 2 damage card would be really good. The Infernal Vessel, not so much. And here I'm just wondering if I should just save my Banishing Light. I'm at 19 life. I think I will. I don't really care about taking the damage here. And I would rather be able to have an answer if they play like, you know, the 5-mana 5/5 flying Death Touch creature or any of the other big flyers. I just feel like I'm comfortably winning this race, particularly with the double Healer's Hawks. So I'd rather just do this, play out a Resolute Reinforcements, and then play Banishing Light to take out the flyer. Although, noting that they played Infernal Vessel as their play last turn, so it seems like they don't have too much left, other than maybe some removal spells. It's another Scoured Barrens, which I can probably just choose not to play here. Alright, here's a removal spell. Oh! Fair enough. Okay. I'm going to save this for the Blight Priest, I think. And like I said, I'm going to hold this Banishing Light. I'm taking a lot of extra damage to do so. I feel like it's correct, though, with the Hawks and the Scoured Barrens in my hand. I'm effectively at 19 life. And we're just kind of racing, and I just want to be able to deal with a random big reach creature or a flyer. Like if they go land Shivan Dragon, for example. Here now, let's see what they do. I think I will use this here, because now they're at 1 life and I have 3 lethal attackers. So let's just go ahead and get this Berserker off the battlefield. And I'll play the Plains. Like I said, again, I have Blight Priest Marauder, so I want to hold the Scoured Barrens because I can just kill them if I draw the Blight Priest Marauder next turn. And yep, Healer's Hawks doing so much work. Whew. Just pecking away, 1 damage at a time. Alright, 2-0. Alright, on the play here, yeah, I'll keep. We got a Stab, a Helpful Hunter, Goldvein pick. I actually don't mind the pick in this deck. We just have a lot of just random 1/1s. And so just being able to upgrade the 1/1 to a 2/2 is pretty relevant. You don't want too many cards like this, but I think exactly one is fine, given the context of our deck. Ooh, Fiendish Panda. Forgot I had this in my deck. Youthful Valkyrie. Do they have an angel? Oh my gosh. They actually had another angel. Wow. Well, I don't want to attack into them with... I certainly don't want to attack into them into open giant growth mana. I don't think. So let's just keep playing things. Don't play another angel. What the hell? Like, this is not supposed to happen. Like, this is... What? Whatever. Okay. Oh, they attacked me. That was unexpected. Alright, well, we got a race, so... Here comes another angel or an overrun. Wow, grow from the ashes? Let me tell you, I did not expect that one. What the heck? Okay. What is happening here? Healer's Hawk, okay. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have a food and a treasure. I think I'm 1 damage short of killing them, which is unfortunate. I don't have any other way to gain life, I don't think. Oh wait, what? I'm stupid. I had exactly lethal. Ha 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 ha. This is former rank 1 gamer Paul Cheon speaking. Basic arithmetic, not something that's necessary to hit rank 1. Nope, no. Who needs to know basic arithmetic? Not I. Not I. I love my opponent's account name, Take 10. I don't know if that's talking about Hidetsugu's second right, but of course that exists in this set. Helpful Hunter again. No Healer's Hawk, but hopefully we can draw land number 3 here off the Hunter. Actually, we just drew it right away, which is great. Because we can go Cat Collector turn 3, which is wonderful. Ooh, Scoured Barrens here as well. So that gets us a token right away. What can they have? Elementalist Adept. Don't care about that. Hopefully they don't have a way to kill the Cat Collector. It's a little bit awkward that this comes into play tapped, I will say. Why wouldn't you just kill this, like, on your turn? Oh, to pump this? Sure. I guess I'll just draw a card and... I don't have a better play this turn anyways, so I'll just, whatever, make a thing. I'm going to save Eaten Alive for, like, a good creature. Is this a wizard? Sure is. Let's play the 3/4. I feel like they're going to draw 3 cards here. What do you all think? They're going to draw 3 cards or bounce this card? I don't want it. I don't want it. I have another one. I'd rather draw other things, I think. I have plenty of 4 mana plays here. Dragon Trainer. Okay. That seems like a good one to eat alive. All right. Get a flyer in play. Exile their 4/4 flyer. Seems reasonable. Play the bigger flyer. Okay. It must be a raid card. No? So it's a sure strike, I guess? Something like that. We'll see. I mean, I definitely want to just get this Balmor off the battlefield. And then let's play the Gourmand. It's a good double spell turn here. I still have Bacon Dough Pie available. Alright, so they're going to get Burst Lightning here, most likely. Micromancer is really good in this format, by the way. It's really good. Like, this is a high pick. Sure. Alright. Fine. Let's go! Well, that's an embarrassingly bad card. Bolt Wave? Okay. I am at 9, though, so I gotta be a little bit careful here. No, I don't. I'll just block the Adept, I don't care. Worst case scenario, I can just kill the Micromancer. Oh, I should probably full control. I might want to crack my food on upkeep for the Surveil on the Seraph. Bolt Wave. Okay. I guess they're playing it because of the Micromancers. Another Bolt Wave? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Fair enough. Okay, we'll block here. Kill this. Alright, well, they tried. Fortunately for us, they played 2 Bolt Waves. Alright, Surveil. We will keep that. They're at 1 life, and we have the Rebuke. They're probably... Oh, I spoke too soon! I said they're probably dead, and then they played Chandra! 1 damage short! What could I have done? Oh my gosh. Oh, that's brutal. Yeah, well, you know, bombs like that exist. Bombs like that exist. Please, you know, you guys should not play Bolt Wave in your deck. But it doesn't matter. We are going to lose to Chandra. Sad. Sad beats. Sad, sad beats. What are you doing? Oh, you want to copy this? Do I have a way to deal a point of damage here? Thrill, Clinquant, Sky Mage, okay. Klinquant Sky Mage. Okay, you know what? Maybe that's a reason to play the Bolt Wave. Fair enough, opponent. Fair enough. Sure. Oh, wow. They literally left themselves vulnerable to double removal spell. I really hope we draw another removal spell for the absolute maximum justice. I really hope so. Come on, deck. Come on, deck. Come on! No justice in this world. None. There is no justice. Come on, like, you're at 1 life. You have a Chandra in play. Just chill, bro. Oh my gosh. Yeah, we were gonna die. Like, next turn. Alright, whatever. Our 1 loss was to Chandra when we kind of set up a really nice board state there. That's okay. Alright, on the play here. Oh yeah, I forgot I had Make Your Move in my deck. I had Make Your Move in my deck. This should add Planeswalker as well. Just saying. Huh. I don't want to miss my land drops. I'm just going to play Helpful Hunter. That way, if I don't draw a land next turn, I can just play another Helpful Hunter, and we're really likely to find a land that way. Okay, we did find a land, which is good. Actually seems like a good opportunity to get the pick going. Get some treasures. And it feels really bad to use a removal spell on Helpful Hunter. Yep. Look at that. Look at that. Gonna save my treasures for a later turn. Okay, don't really care about that. I'm gonna... Okay, Make Your Move maybe is just terrible. I've just played against 3 blue-red opponents. It doesn't seem very good against blue-black either. This is just a sideboard card. Let's keep it 100% here. Burst Lightning, huh? I mean, do I really want to trade a Johnny's Pridemate for a Micromancer? I can cast Eaten Alive on the Micromancer. I don't know. This all just... None of this seems like good... None of these seem like good options. Sure. I mean, I'm trading a 2-2 for a 3-3, so I shouldn't be that upset about this. And then I will play the Angel here. Target my opponent. And I will put the pick on the Angel. And we'll pass. I mean, 4-5 Angel with a pick seems pretty nice, particularly against Burst Lightning. If they pass with 4-5 mana up, they would have to trade their Angel of Finality plus the Lookout for my Angel, which isn't too bad. Yeah, I think I'm just going to play like a combat trick over this. 1 copy of the +1/+1 card. Seems decent. They did... Oh, they didn't even play a land. Oh, okay. I wonder what they have here. Oh, maybe it's like a bounce spell? Just gonna play out a bunch of things. Keep up, make your move. Okay, that doesn't do much. I could have moved the pick onto the Hawk, but then they can burst lightning my Angel, which I don't want. The Strix Lookout gets a free attack in, I guess. Quote-unquote free. The Inspiring Paladin is basically a free attack. Quote-unquote free. I'm just going to keep saying that. Quote-unquote free. Well, that dies to burst lightning, so I don't want to do that. So I can move a counter. Well, there's a lot of different things I can do here, actually. I want to move the Gold Vein pick for sure. The question is where. It's probably the Paladin. I can also move it onto the Healer's Hawk, but then that can just get burst lightning down. So let's just put it here. Yep. I mean, still eating a goblin is just, it's just totally free, right? So I just can't be upset about that exchange. I wonder if I want to move this here. Let's just put it on Angel. Sure. I'm not super scared. I am a little bit scared. I'm a little bit scared. Gosh, this panda's bad. Not panda, this make your move. Oh, yes. I mean, this make your move is great. Wow. What an... Wow, that's insane. We actually got value out of that thing? That's unbelievable. How do I want to do this? They're at 10 life. You know what? Screw it. Let's just kill this and attack with everything. And then I'll just play the panda. They're at 4 life. I have a nice board. They don't have a flyer. I have a 4/5. Doesn't do it. Hopefully. Hopefully doesn't do it. I don't know. I guess everybody's playing the Bolt Wave Is It Burn deck or something. This is news to me, whatever this archetype is. Okay. Alright, you got me down to 6. I get... Alright. Alright. I am going to cut the make your move, though. I actually think it's... Doesn't seem particularly... That's like, not good against red. It's just good against green. So, let's just cut it, and I'm just going to... And I'm playing against enough... I feel like I'm playing against a good number of red decks, so I'm just going to play this one combat trick. It's not the strongest either, but it does save my creatures. And let's remove make your move. There's also the pup. Yeah, you know, maybe one. Like pup or fleeting flight. I just have so many dinky 1-mana cards. The pup is good with the helpful hunter and the reinforcements. It just gives me another thing. Yeah, I'm just going to play the trick. I think the pup. We'll play the trick. Save my creature. I like being tricky. Right now, people aren't playing around tricks. Okay, opponent on the play here. We did draw the fleeting flight. Healer's Hawk, okay. Just feels like you can't go wrong just killing that. This also gives flying, by the way, which is nice. Okay. What was the other option? Random creature. Oh yeah, the doggy. Empyrean Eagle. That is a good one. Let's play the Cat Collector. This is one of the best uncommons. Really, really strong. Yep, so they just straight up played a 4-mana 4/4 here, right? That is great. That is absolutely great. Well, we got a 3/4 flyer in play. That does block the Eagle, but doesn't block the Seraph. If I draw Swamp, I can play the Eaten Alive. Okay, I'm going to take 7 trillion damage here. It's wonderful. Swamp! Okay. Ugh, okay. This is actually interesting because I can use the Fleeting Flight, but if I don't attack, it's just the most obvious Fleeting Flight ever. Alright, let's kill the Anthem Flyer. Slow them down a little bit. See what they have as a follow-up. Drake Hatcher. That one I'm not too concerned about. Drew a land here, which is pretty nice. Let's do that, and then play the Seraph. Obviously, if they kill my Seraph, it's kind of annoying in some way. Yeah, just like that. That's really annoying. Wow. Okay. Well, the Cat Collector will not be attacking next turn. I gotta think about this, actually. They have 3 cards in hand, so you know it's all action. You know that it's all action. I'm going to keep the Fleeting Flight here as a trick. If they get something out of the way, we're still looking okay. So let's block here, and I guess they could have a pump spell. Oof. But there's no pump spell that kills me. I guess we just block here. Oh, there is a pump spell that kills me. Yeah, okay. I mean, I could have played Healer's Hawk too. Blue-white seems really strong. They just had the perfect combination of like tempo-y cards. The bouncer was good, and we just weren't able to keep up, honestly. Okay, good beats. At least it was fast. They made it quick. Claws out. Well, I will say, this deck also just kind of feels like it's overperforming just a little bit, but I also don't think this deck is necessarily bad. My curve is so low. What are these hands? I'm not going to mulligan this hand, but still. I'm on the play especially, so I still have things to do, but these are just like... better late than never. I mean, they probably have a removal spell here, like a Rebuke. But what am I going to do? Oh, they have nothing. Alright. Cathar Commando, sure. Sure. Yeah, with like Burglar Rats, Helpful Hunter, even Cathar Commando, just like X1s are just not good. If you pay a premium for X1s, that's not where you want to be. It looks like... oh, it's a stab? Sure. Land! The heck? I had 3 lands in my opener, I promise. I promise. But, you know, anytime you stumble, it's always possible to just lose, right? So, actually, no blocks. I'll take one. Fiendish Panda. They don't have anything in the graveyard. Oh, they have a commando in play, so I don't want to use Banishing Light. Alright, let us play the Gourmand. I mean, our hand is good. I just need to draw lands. That's all I want. Am I asking for too much here? I don't think so. Am I being unreasonable? Goldfane pick. Okay. Sure. Gourmand down. I think I'm going to draw land here now. Nope. I was hoping. Alright, let's get this panda off the battlefield. This is mega annoying. Just not being able to... I mean, at least I have plays every turn. It's just really frustrating, of course. No treasure for you. Yeah, I mean, they just have the same deck. They have like the same mediocre black-white deck. It's just they're able to play all their value cards. Oh well. Why didn't they get the commando back? Okay. Hopefully that was their whole turn. Alright, that's not bad for us. Okay, okay, now we're talking. Now we are talking. So we can go Healer's Hawk into... the Seraph, just because this blocks the Helpful Hunter. We got our little combo here. If they want a Rogue's Passage, their gold vein picked thing, that's fine. Guarded Error, I get. Guarded Air is kind of annoying, I suppose. They're just 3/3s. They're pretty big. I think my plan here is to just kind of win through the air. Alright. I don't think I need another Healer's Hawk here, though. They have 4 cards in hand. Unclear what I want to get back here. Is it just Healer's Hawk? Or is it something else? I don't think it's the Gourmand. It's either the Blightcaller or the Healer's Hawk. I'll go with the Blight Priest, rather. Sure. Oh my gosh. Okay, so they have much better cards than we do. Exemplar of Light is just outrageous here. It's a format. It's going to draw them a card. I mean, it's ridiculous. This card's one of the better rares in the set. It does feel like a lot of games come to that, right? We lost to the Chandra. It's just like you have these just everybody's just kind of playing random average looking creatures like healers, hawks, and hunters, and we all have the same kind of random boring common in play. And then opponent just plays Exemplar of Light or Chandra. There are cards that are so much better than everything else because a lot of the commons all feel kind of mopey, like C-level cards, and then all of a sudden you just get A's. Just get A's. I used my removal spells. Maybe I should have held some of them. But how am I going to beat Exemplar of Light with Midnight Snack here going too? I'm at 10 life. Yep. This is a loss, unfortunately. Yeah, I mean, good beats. We try to... Look, we're still at the phase, though. I can't stress this enough. It's still early on in the format where I am still just trying to discover all the archetypes. I will try my best to read the signals as well, but I still want to showcase the different strategies that are available, even though maybe they're not the peak ways to kind of showcase what's available. So I feel like, this deck was fine. Triple Healer's Hawk. This did win me a lot of games, so I'm not going to knock it. It works really well with some of these enchantment payoff cards. Obviously, by itself, it's not super great, but the idea was that I play the Healer's Hawk, and I do have enough ways to kind of take advantage of that, where it'll take it over the top. So in this instance, it was the Ajani's Pridemate, the Cat Collector, and also the Fiendish Panda, along with the Vanguard Seraph. So that seems solid. Right? That seems solid. And we had the pick to kind of pump it up. We had some amount of removal. So I just had a bunch of just kind of average looking cards with a smattering of decent cards, as in Cat Collector, the Panda, and I suppose the Pridemate, and then just some decent removal spells here. That was basically it, right? With the Healer's Hawks to kind of go with this, but everything else is just kind of okay to fillerish. And maybe we could have done a little bit better. And look, that being said, I lost to Chandra and I lost to the Exemplar, right? This game was going to be close. I think I was slightly behind before the Exemplar even hit play, but the Exemplar obviously put it over the top. And then I can't remember what the other... Oh, I lost to a blue-white deck that tempoed me out as well. The blue-white deck does look strong. It does look like one of the decks where you can have a combination of commons and uncommons and still get it done. It's probably going to be one of the stronger combinations. Lots of flyers. I think blue seems to be quite strong. A lot of, the 4 mana slot's awesome, right? You have the bounce spell that surveils and also the 4 mana 3/2. And then you can just play a smattering of flyers and some card draw and what have you. So I think blue and white seems like a pretty strong color combination. I thought this was going to perform better than it did, but hey, 4-3, still discovering things. Still thought this deck was fine, but if I look back at this draft, I could probably say that I probably should be a different color combination. Probably Boros, actually. This was, I did see a good number of red cards, but I just wanted to see the red-white thing happen, and I got to showcase it in some degree, but of course, I think it requires a little more than what we had here to maybe get that trophy. But it's okay. 4-3. Maybe we can get a trophy in tomorrow's video. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, as I really do appreciate it. Make sure you smash that like and subscribe button for more daily videos just like this. If you've enjoyed this content and wanted to support the channel in another way, my Patreon is the best way to do so. That's patreon.com/paulcheon. Additionally, check out tcgplayer.com for all your TCG, singles, and sealed product needs. Make sure you click that affiliate link in the description below before doing any shopping. Last but not least, check out heavyplay.com for top-of-the-line Magic the Gathering supplies and accessories. If you're looking for deck boxes, playmats, sleeves, dice boxes, you name it, they got it. Go to heavyplay.com/paulcheon for 10% off your first order. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you tomorrow.